Spring is in the air here in beautiful Buffalo, New York, and it's my absolute favorite time to go shopping at the grocery store because of all of the amazing Easter treats you can find there, like, for instance, my favorite candy, Cadbury cream eggs, and my favorite butter, lamb butter. This year, though, when I went to the grocery store, I was thrilled to find something new, and that is these amazing toys for Passover. If you're not aware, Passover is the time of year where the Jewish people generally celebrate the release of Jewish slaves from ancient Egypt. And the way that that was done was that God showed the Egyptians his power through the use of 10 horrific plagues. And at that point, the Pharaoh let these slaves go. Please note that there is no actual historical record to suggest that the Jews were ever enslaved by the Egyptians, let alone released through supernatural intimidation and left to wander the desert. But why let a few facts get in the way of a really good story? So with that in mind, I thought I would make an unboxing video. I've been watching a lot of these on YouTube, so I'm very excited to finally get the chance to do my own. So I'm going to do both of these at once. The Passover 10 Plagues mask is packaged in it's basically just a bag stapled to a piece of cardboard. So I'll go ahead and open this up. Here's one of the masks is stuck to a staple already. It's not so great. And then we've got our Passover Bag of Plagues toys, which are just a net attached to a piece of cardboard again. Am I doing this right? Never done one of these before. And as you can see, the toys come in a nice zippered bag so that they can surely last throughout many years. So maybe I won't need to buy them again next Passover. So I'll go through these in order, in the same order that God went through them, according to Exodus. The first plague that he visited upon the Egyptians was the blood plague. So as you can see, there's a mask here. Go ahead and try that on. It's a little small. According to the Bible, this was God turning the Nile and all other liquids basically to blood, and the whole country just stank. So I'm not really sure that that's conveyed through this mask. Let's see what the toy is. It's a tiny mug that says blood. Here we go. Probably should have washed that out first. Moving on. That did not sway the Egyptians, so God visited another plague upon the people. And that was frogs, represented by frogs, not terribly clever and kind of boring. Doesn't really strike fear into my heart. Doesn't really say, let my people go. Next up, lice. I like this. Got a really good little tiny lice toy, and a really great lice mask. I gotta say that this is great. Googly eyes, great touch. Next, God sent wild animals to torture the people of Egypt, represented by a lion on the mask side and a lion on the toy side. I don't really know what this toy is meant to be exactly. Maybe a finger puppet, but it's very large. I'm sure you could think of many different things to put this on. Next came the cattle plague, and that is represented by, well, a cow in the mask. And if you think it's just a regular cow, luckily it says cattle plague. The toy chosen to represent the cattle plague I find particularly nice. This is a puzzle, and it's a cow. It's a really poorly drawn cow, but it does have it has X's over its eyes, so you know that this cow is dead. That is a dead cow, thanks to God. Next came boils. The people of Egypt were hit with festering boils, represented on the mask as a sort of happy clown-like situation. And in the toys, I think it's this thing. Let's open this up and see. All right. Got it out. And it is, well, it's a sticky hand with 3 little dots on it to represent the boils, I guess. So, oh, it works. It works. I like this. This is my favorite one so far, I think. Yeah. Next came hail, represented in the masks by frosty eyebrows and fire hair. It was technically the plague was hail with actual fire in it. So I guess that does a good job of representing that craziness. On the toy side, though, it's just a bouncy ball. Now I do like a good bouncy ball, but this doesn't really send me running to free any slaves. This is not particularly fearsome. It's not very plague-like. So not into that. Next is the classic, locusts. It should be noted that at this point, according to Exodus, the Pharaoh wanted to let the slaves go, but God wasn't done yet. So he literally hardened the Pharaoh's heart. He changed his mind and made him keep the slaves. Remember that the next time you get into a discussion with Christians about the importance of free will. So locusts are represented by this locust. I guess that looks like is that what a locust looks like? I'm not actually sure. And the mask is locust. It says locust. It's a very pretty mask, actually. And it would, this is the only one that I think could really be used for non-plague purposes, if you wanted to do that. Next, God sent darkness. Basically, he blinded all of Egypt, represented by this mask. There are little bits of string all over it for some reason. This is a bit of a missed opportunity, I think. There are eye holes, eye slits here. And I think that maybe there just shouldn't have been any, right? Because you'd be blind. And on the toy front, we've got some nice sunglasses here. Just put those on. Yeah, it's actually not dark at all. These are just like, they're kind of, it's like just dirty glass. So that's not much of a plague either. So that brings us to the last plague, which is my favorite one. I think it's everybody's favorite if you've been in Sunday school at any point in your life. And it is the point at which God pulled out all the stops and he just murdered a bunch of innocent babies. He killed the firstborn of everyone in Egypt, and not even just the humans, like we're talking the animals too, just straight up murdered them. They've chosen to represent the murder of all firstborn kids in Egypt with this child with its eyes shut. Fine. Okay. I can't wear that because it's broken. And let's see how the toys decide to address it. Well, with a puzzle. It's just a puzzle. And actually, and this is particularly great. There's a warning on this bag. It says, "Warning, keep this bag away from babies and children. Do not use in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. The thin film may cling to the nose and mouth to prevent breathing." So I do like that commitment that this toy actually could murder a firstborn child. So yeah, this is a pretty easy puzzle as puzzles go. And let's see what the actual picture is. It's I guess is that a person? It's a person and some pyramids and there's a dead person there with a cloak. And it says death of the firstborn, and then it says something that I cannot read. Overall, I'm pleased with my haul here. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you would like your own Passover plague mask or toy, you can see your own local Wegmans or other grocery store. Or you can become a Patreon patron of mine, because I spent like $7.99 on all of this and I don't want any of it. So I am going to be drawing names out of a hat. Any patron who signs up for this month to support these videos that I'm making, I will pick your name out of a hat. And if you win, I will send you a mask and toy. And if you're lucky, maybe it's lice. If you're unlucky, you might get the cow. No promises. But yeah, so go over to patreon.com/Rebecca if you would like to enter to win some of these amazing toys and masks. Thank you.